Alright, greeting fellow YouTubers. Today we are going to discuss the multicart for the Neo Geo AES. This was manufactured in China of all places. Cost about $230, free shipping. Great. So this is just all it is a cartridge full of ROMs. Most of them are pretty flawless actually. There's two that are problematic. Sengoku, once you power up using the sword, it freezes pretty much. You can't do anything else. And Samurai Showdown 1 has some issues. You can't access the Unibios page. This Neo Geo AES system has been does have a chip, BIOS chip in it. I've had it for a long time. But the cart itself is pretty sturdy. It took a while to warm up. It wasn't registering for a while. But as you can see, we are in the display screen mode. So, like I said, there are 161 games here. All of these games more or less respond to the BIOS chip, so they are ROMs. No emulation. I'm not exactly sure how they do it, but I've ran through a lot of these games and they're pretty flawless. This is the list. There's a bunch of King of Fighters hacks here. Whatever the hell this is. King of Fighters Magic. Great. I was playing King of Fighters 2002, probably one of the better King of Fighters titles. It runs flawlessly. Like I said, there's a few issues with these games, but one of the most important aspects of this is the fact that you are playing these ROMs on an AES system. Take a look at this list. Okay, Aero Fighters 2, Aero Fighters 3. All these games, if you were to purchase them, if you could find a home cart, would be in the thousands of dollars. I'm talking easily $5,000, $6,000, $7,000. So you can either do that or get this multi-cart, or you can get a Neo Flash cart, which is manufactured here in Ohio. That's about 500 bucks, and they do load. But at the same time, you're getting the ROMs as well. These are all these games run flawlessly. And if you click the joystick right, it skips. So there you go. Look, Sengoku, this title here has a problem, a major problem when you power up, when you have a chance to get a sword to fight your enemies. The sword just pretty much freezes the game, more or less. You can't play anymore. So, but this works. Matra Melee, it's an excellent 2D fighter. This game right here you'll never afford it. I can't afford it anyway. If you have an AES system, this is an AES video, so we'll focus on that. And Samurai 1 has issues. The gameplay is pretty good. I mean, there's the Kiroshiro stages has an issue with it, but like I said, this game is pretty easy to find if you have a Neo Geo AES. It's still cheap if you get a Japanese version, and then you don't have to worry about it. But all the rest of these are great. They all perform well. I haven't seen any issues. Mark of the Wolves is over probably $1,500 for an AES copy. Good luck with that. But like I said, this isn't a bad deal really when you consider what you're getting. Nightmare in the Dark. If you find it on the AES, it's going to be a conversion. I don't think it was released as an official cartridge on the AES. It's an MVS game. It's a great game. Shock Troopers. Okay, all of these. Ninja Commando is getting pretty expensive now. It runs flawlessly on this, as well as Blazing Star. All these other games. Mutation Nation. Great. I haven't had any problems with any of these games as far as glitchiness or anything else. Like I said, you get into the last games. These are all hacks here. King of Fighters 97, all these are hacks. Kazuna Encounter is a great game. This is one of the ones that I think the Euro print was like, very elusive. It cost 20 grand, 15 grand if you can find, like, there's 3 copies, but you can play it on here, no problem whatsoever. Super Dodgeball is a MVS release only. It's a great game. You can get you used to be able to find conversions to this game, but I don't know, it's good luck. But I'd recommend getting this if you have an AES system and you want to play some of these, and you want to stick to the hardware, your Neo Geo AES hardware. You can play all these games. Will probably end up on a Nintendo Switch sooner or later. Cross Swords, Blues Journey, they're all quality titles, world heroes. But you can go through this list, and if you hit select and C on the second controller, you can access the BIOS chip. Because all these games, this is a Chinese cartridge. When you play these games without messing around with them, they're all in Japanese. So if you don't have a BIOS chip, then all of your games that you want to play are going to be in Japanese. If you like that, if the fighting games, it doesn't really matter. But it's best to get the BIOS chip installed if you have a Neo Geo AES. I've had it for a while, for over 15 years, and it works. All these games are just basically too expensive to buy anymore for the AES, and like I said, $230, not too bad. Of course, the multi-cart on the MVS system costs $60, $70, which is so typical. AES games are always going to be more expensive. Like I said, you can probably get this cart on if you have a consoleized MVS for $80, $70, same thing, more or less. All of the Metal Slugs work. This is Art of Fighting 2. Like I said, you can go through the list and see what you want. Mark of the Wolves Plus, that's another hack. Sengoku 3, good luck finding this on the AES. It's going to cost you an arm and a leg. Sengoku, not so much, but there's enough titles in here to satisfy anybody, really. And it's convenient because you only have one cartridge. You can take this with you, if you're going to parties or you want to show your Neo Geo off to anybody. Get yourself. This is a nice TV. This is a Toshiba 9-inch, old school color television with a DVD player built in. I've had it for a while, and the screen quality is really good. But like I said, I'm pretty happy with it. Like I said, I've only seen 2 glitches so far in games that aren't that hard to find on the MVS or AES anyway. Samurai Showdown and Sengoku 1 are the ones that are giving me trouble. But like I said, you can get those. If you have an AES only, you can get Samurai Showdown 1 and Sengoku, and you're not going to break the bank. So take it for what it is. Viewpoint. This is about $900 now, I think, if you want an AES release, and it works. It's flawless. It's a ROM, so you'll be all right. None of the Fatal Fury games are on there except Part 1 and Mark of the Wolves, which is the 8th in the series. All right, well, this video is getting too long, so I will depart. Thank you very much for watching.